Hey, what's going on, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can properly set up your post-booking automations so that you have a noticeable difference in your show-up rate. Now, especially if you're running ads on cold traffic, this is something that everyone faces. You're not alone. Even some of the big dogs in the space, let's take Charlie Morgan, for instance. He has an issue with show-up rate. And so everyone uses, certain methodologies or automation flows in order to help kind of mitigate against this. The reality of the situation is there are always going to people that no show you, but how can we best hedge against that so that only a few people no show us because we have very high touch points, right? So what I'm going to be going over today is specifically after the booking process takes place. If you've seen any of my other videos, I have tons of different content on funnel building and ads to actually get the lead to book in a sales call. Today, we're going to go from the instance the lead is already booked in. Okay, cool. Now what? So in order to do that, I'm going to show you now. So this is an automation flow from one of my funnels for my ad campaign. So when a lead books in, I know about it, and the answer to the qualifications, I know about it, but this is the driver, the actual call booking flow. This drives my conversions API pixel, so we're able to reward Meta every time someone does book in. I'm going to go through everything, so don't get overwhelmed just yet. So first off the bat, I highly recommend you segment out your calendars for the sake of you understanding where your traffic sources are coming from, especially if you have an organic stream. You do not want that clashing with your ad stream, right? So in this example, I've got my organic stream for people that come from YouTube or Instagram that want to work with me. They can book in there, and then separately for my ad campaigns, right? All this is, it's literally a condition just to see, okay, cool. Is this person coming from ads? Are they a fresh booking, or are they coming from organic, right? Or an old booking. So the reason I have the old booking thing is because every now and then I notice, and this is something maybe if you're a bit farther along that you could even get value from. I've noticed that every once in a while, if someone does reschedule or rebook in, I'm re-rewarding my pixel. Let's say if that person did initially come from ads. And this is just kind of counterintuitive when seeing the actual analytics, and it makes things look a little skewed. The idea behind this is if a lead does not have that lead booked tag, then cool, that's a brand new lead, that's a fresh lead. And as soon as they come in, immediately we're adding that lead book tag, meaning that everyone that comes through organic, or if they rescheduled or rebooked in, they're simply going to go in this flow. That way, we only trip the pixel up on those fresh bookings. So we get very, very clean data this way. Now, going off this stream, the next thing I have is my qualification questions to see how the business owner is doing. I have different questions to see like what they're struggling with, but the driver is going to be the financial question, right? And don't worry, I'll get into the lead no show stuff in a bit, but this is still some sauce. So the driver is if they're making at least 10K a month, perfect. We're going to reward our meta pixel with that. If they put that they're making less than 10K a month, okay, we're still going to push them through the whole flow and see what they have to say on the call. But this is a smaller fish lead, so we're not going to reward our pixel with that. And for a minute there, I wasn't even taking unqualified calls. But now that I have like a whole team and operations going, and more importantly, I have like a mentorship opportunity for people that are trying to grow their marketing agency or trying to grow their AI automation agency. So right now I'm just taking calls and seeing what comes my way, right? Anyways, all that to say, as soon as a lead comes to the pipeline, of course, we are rewarding our pixel. And then after that, we're just adding some tags accordingly for tracking, either above 10K or below 10K. This is to remove my AI from this specific flow of things, right? Just so the AI isn't immediately clashing with the next subsequent follow-ups that take place. Now, if you're new to this page, I do a ton of AI automations, and so I like to have them work perfectly aligned with hard-coded messages. And hard-coded messages, in some degree, are more important than AI messages, just because hard-coded messages are very trackable because it's the same consistent message that gets said each time, so we're able to see if we need to change it or not in its overall performance. Removing from all other workflows, because this is going to be our current exclusive workflow we're working through. I have a whole AI pipeline that tracks who a new lead is, who the AI has reached out to, who's talking with AI, who's been proposed the call, and then who's booked in the appointment, right? So if they made it this far, they booked in the appointment. We're assigning the user, all that good stuff. We're updating the context so that my AI knows if they do have to jump back in that, hey, this lead booked in, don't try to book them, just have a conversation with them, answer any questions. They're going to be hopping on a sales call, right? So this message is going to be texted to the lead instantly after they book in. It's going to say, hey, contact, we've got your appointment locked in on our end. Here are the meeting details. The meeting location, the meeting time, the link, all that good stuff, right? This has to be sent instantly. At this point, as far as like the automation flow of things, we no longer care if they know that's automations because they've already booked in. Whereas, if we're having an AI conversation or like an appointment set conversation, we want to be a little more touchy with it, right? Anyway, so we send that one off a point 2 minute wait stage, and then we send off the second message. Now, the reason we do that, if you're new to Go High Level Automations, this is honestly something that, even if maybe you're advanced, you won't know. Let's say you have 2 or 3 SMS automations stacked back to back to back. So Go High Level sometimes has an issue processing these all in one go, so they won't always perfectly shoot off in sequential order. What I mean by that is you may accidentally get an instance where it sends message 2 or 3 first and then message 1, and there's no way to get around that if you have them sending back to back to back. So I literally just add this 0.2 second wait stage, and that gives Go High Level enough time to think, shoot out that message, and then receive that second SMS message that they're going to shoot off in the automation flow of things. Anyway, so the second one is just really hammering in like, hey, make sure you've watched that video if you haven't already. We only take on a few clients a month. And so the point behind this is honestly just to build some scarcity, but you can read through here and kind of get an idea of what we're going for. But, it's important that they go to our website and they make sure they've finished watching that video. Now, throughout my sales funnel, the VSL, the video sales letter, is embedded in there before they even book in a call. So ideally, they've already watched it, but the reality of the situation is a lot of leads won't watch the full thing. And so, especially if you have a lot of sales tactics, or maybe you just have a lot of information you need to go over that would otherwise have to be reiterated on the sales call, you want a chance for the lead to actually watch the video again so that the sales call is a lot easier. And I promise you guys, if you have a solid VSL and the lead has watched the entire thing prior to the call, it becomes a very easy close in comparison to you having to waste a bunch of time over the next like 30 minutes reiterating your whole pitch before you can get into if you guys want to do business, right? And then one last thing I'll note here, I always include this. If you're unserious about this, please cancel your appointment. And we literally drop them a cancellation link. Now, I've never really had anyone take me up on this, but the idea behind this is to let them know, like, hey, we don't necessarily need you. We only want to work with serious people. If that's not you, for lack of a better word, fuck off, right? And this honestly goes miles as well as far as brand image is concerned and really positioning yourself as an authority that people want to work with. Okay, cool. So those two messages got shot off, right? Now, the next thing that's going to happen is the ads appointment book trigger. Honestly, like this isn't even technically needed, I suppose, just in the sense that like obviously both of these streams, if they made it this far, then they came from ads booked. Nonetheless, we got that there. So internal notifications, these just let me and my team know. I'm not going to show them because I don't want to leak our phone numbers. But it just lets our team know, hey, this person booked in. This is the qualification questions they answered. They're making 50K a month, or if they went through this stream, they're making only 10K a month. This is their bottlenecks. This is when the call is. So, just so we're in the loop on things, right? Then we have a wait stage, and from here, it's just follow ups to take place. Now, at this point, if a lead conversates at any point, my AI will jump in and it's updated with the context. I can even show you the context updated. The AI will jump in with the context saying, like, look, this lead has already booked in a sales call, so now you are merely a point of contact to answer any additional questions that come about. Upon booking, the lead immediately received the following text, and then I just show the text. So the AI is fully in the loop on everything, right? If you want to see how to build out a like full like all-encompassing conversational AI, I'll go ahead and link a video to that here right now. It's like a 45-minute video. It gives you the full rundown from A to Z, and you can use that to complement everything I'm going over today as far as even the post-booking AI, right? Anyway, so next thing that's going to take place is going to be our 1-day, 24-hour reminder message to the lead. We're going to say, hi contact, just a reminder about the meeting. It's set for this time. If you could please shoot me a message back confirming you're still good for our meeting slot. If I don't hear back, I'll be canceling our meeting. So at this point, what we're going to do, so first off, how I set up my AI context is they're ever updating based on each new hard-coded message, because the AI will be out of the loop on any hard-coded message unless we literally feed it to that. So the idea here with the context is that I fed the AI all three of these messages. So 1, 2, 3, and you'll also see on any subsequent SMS message, we always have an update contact field. So just know I'm refeeding it that information. Anyway, so SMS 24-hour, we send this message off, and the wait stage is to wait for a contact to reply. And so the idea, as of right now, the lead isn't fully confirmed yet. But as we get to that 24-hour marker, we want to confirm them ASAP, right? So what we'll do is if the contact does reply, that's awesome. So usually they'll reply back yes, or I'll be there. And you can even set up a keyword in here just to make it like that much more spoon fed, like reply Y to confirm. You could easily do that. Anyway, so our wait stage here is wait for contact to reply. We're waiting 20 hours for the contact to reply. However, let's say, we just shot this message, the lead instantly replies. It's going to automatically pull them into this contact reply flow, right? And so this contact reply flow is now giving just a 2-hour reminder right before the call because they already confirmed after all. So that's going to be a little bit more of a straightforward lead. Like one of my buddies that's big into marketing, he loves like extremely high touch point hammering in these leads. I will say you really have to understand like who your market is, because some people just get fucking pissed off by this. What I mean by that is like what one of my buddies does is he'll do like a 73-hour follow up, a 24-hour follow up, even if they confirm, he's still shooting you like a 12-hour follow up, a 5-hour follow up, a 1 hour follow up, a 16-minute follow. And in my opinion, it's overkill. To each their own, nonetheless. But if someone's already confirmed 24 hours out, we're gonna hit them with one last text. And mind you, also, these leads are also getting reminder emails. Usually, what I'll do for reminder emails is like a 24-hour reminder email, and then like a 2 hour out reminder email. But the SMS ones are a lot more direct. That's why I prefer to build out automation flows in the SMS. All of my email notifications are embedded directly on the Go High Level calendar, so that's why you don't see those here. Let's say hypothetically we shoot off this 24-hour message. No one responds. For the next 20 hours, no one's respond. We are now 4 hours out from our call, right? So at that point, what we need to do is send them a new text message saying, "Hey, what's going on? We're a few hours out from appointment. I have not heard back from you. Please shoot me a message to confirm you'll be there. Otherwise, I will not be in attendance." Now, this is just another one of those tactics to build scarcity and literally let them know, like, hey, if you're not even willing to respond back yes, like, I'm not going to care about this meeting, right? And as someone that's personally taken a bunch of sales calls, I really hate getting my time wasted now. So I enjoy positioning my sales calls this way. Like, quite literally, if they don't answer, I may not be at the meeting. Every once in a while I'll pop my head in just to see. But especially if it's like a +1 US phone number, there's no reason why they shouldn't reply. Now, of course, every once in a while, if you get someone that randomly books in from, I don't know, like Europe or something, your Go High Level phone number may not hit them, in which case you may want to do an email flow using this just so you can hit everyone. But again, SMS is going to be the most direct. So if you're a US company and you work with other US companies, this method should be just fine for you. Now, so we just sent that 4 hour out one, basically saying like, yo, like, what are we doing here? Come on, right? So at this point, we're just waiting for the contact to reply. If they reply back yes, okay, perfect. And then just like we had before, that subsequent 2 hour follow up, shooting off that initial reminder. However, if they never reply to this 4 off one, I honestly just kind of retire it. The only thing I would say, if you are in a place where you need more sales calls, you're not like suffering from success in the sense that you have a fuck ton of book sales calls, then I would consider adding an additional SMS message here, being like, hey, this is your last opportunity. If you don't respond now, like our meeting will be canceled. And you could literally even set up like a cancellation automation flow, not even a new workflow. It's just one specific node, just straight up canceling the appointment. And then they can get a cancellation notification. Sometimes what I'll even do for clients is set up like a post cancellation sequence to try to rebook them. But sticking with this, like if you have this automation set alongside a good email drip, this alone will increase your show up rate because people have high touch point as far as they understand they need to be there. They have all the information they need as far as the timing in which it takes place. And the reason I enjoy having an AI maintaining the point of contact to complement all these pre-written SMS text messages is just so if they do have any questions like, oh wait, where's that meeting link? Oh, it's just right here. You should have also gotten a text message from it. Or like, hey, what's your offer about? I want to make sure this is right for me before I hop on the call. Boom, the AI is there to, give a quick synopsis over whatever your offer may be. And anyways, for these other flow, it's literally identical. There's no point running through it. It's the same copy. The only difference and the reason it's segmented out is because for my backend organization and then for my conversions API pixels, so I'm only rewarding Meta with qualified leads making at least 10K a month and also making sure that they are brand new fresh leads. And it's really cool because a few of my students within my AI network community that I built out, they've built out their own post booking automation flows. They're like, yo, Scott, like, check out how this helped increase my show up rate. So you can literally take this and run with it as far as switch up the copy. The structure can remain the same, but like the copy you include in all the pre written text messages, can be a changing variable that you can test. That being said, if you are interested in getting my entire automation flow, access to me on live weekly calls, and more importantly, a huge network of other fellow AI entrepreneurs that are currently in the thick of it, in the grind. We bounce ideas off one another. If we have a winning creative or a winning strategy to get clients, everyone's always in the loop about it. So if you're looking for anyone to collaborate with, go and click the link down below. There's a video explaining everything you'll receive if you do decide to join. In my opinion, it's invaluable. It's only $197 a month right now. I recently bumped up the price after we hit 30 students, and I intend on bumping it up again. Everyone that does join in, they automatically are grandfathered in. So that being said, right now is the cheapest you'll ever receive it if you choose to go through with that. But anyways, no pressure. At the very least, continue to watch some of these videos, and I'll continue to be transparent and provide value for you guys. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video.